Guys. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you. Now, behind Tony, introduce yourself.
My name is Leah.
Okay.
I'm Caroline Wisher. I'm with White Current Health Clinic in Early Lemonade. I'm going to be the office coordinator based in.
Okay.
She for the Girl Scouts of Greater Atlanta. And I'm a volunteer resources management for DeKalb County Secretary.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, you've been here before. And in the back. Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Louis Simmons. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for White Current. We are healthcare services as well as an early learning academy. We provide healthcare services in both medical and so a number of this slide.
Awesome. Okay, awesome, awesome. Now, is there anyone online who this is their first DeKalb County meeting? Raise your hand, please. Looks like, well, I see a first name. I see who I don't recognize, Beverly Durden. Could you please come on to introduce yourself to the people and let us know who you are and what you do? Hello? You're still on mute. Okay, I will come back to you. I will drop down to Julia Lott Mendez. Could you please come off mute and tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Hi, yes, sir. My name is Julia Lott Mendez, and I am a family support caseworker for PCA or Partnership for Community Action.
Hello?
Yes. You can't hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, there we go.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm with PCA or Partnership for Community Action, and I'm a family support caseworker.
Okay, awesome sauce. Okay, I'm sorry, go back to Miss Beverly Durden. Could you introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do? Oh. Okay, I will come back to you again. And I see people putting your contact information in the chat. Definitely make sure you click the Google form and put it in there as well so I can have everything in order. So I can, make sure I get the contact information out to everybody in a timely manner. Now I see Taniqua Burrows, Girl Scouts. Could you please come up and introduce yourself as well?
Hi, good afternoon. I am Taniqua Burrows with Girl Scouts of Greater Atlanta, and cohort who's sitting in your audience today, and I also cover DeKalb County.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so very much. Okay, and had somebody else sneak in. I see you back there, Miss Tammy. Could you introduce yourself? Make sure you speak up so the people can hear you, and introduce yourself and tell people who you are and what you do.
My name is Tammy Harrison. I'm the Executive Director of DeKalb County Action. We're a 501c3 located here in DeKalb County. We service youth that are transitioning to young adults with mental health and
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, I do see two people in the back who just came in. Could you introduce yourself?
Those are ground. And we are on the Atlanta based here in Atlanta office, and office. Where we provide, it used to be behavioral health, but now we provide integrated health. We have primary care, we have psychiatrists, psychologists, we have registered nurses, nurse practitioners, therapists, we have clinicians, substance abuse, domestic violence, case workers, anything dealing with health, behavioral, and chronic care. And we have a mobile home. So we provide that.
All right, thank you. And okay, cool. Thank you so very much. I want to make sure that they can hear. Okay, everybody, y'all should be able to hear. Okay, is there anyone else who this is their first time that I missed?
Hi,
Okay.
Richard. This is Tamara Davenport with
Oh, hey,
CARE.
Tamara, I see you up there. This is your first time. Hey, what's up? Definitely don't want to miss you.
Tamara Davenport with Care Source, the life coach for the DeKalb County area.
Awesome sauce. Thank you so very much. Yes, because like I said, I'm glad you're here. You know, as I say, in addition to doing being the board chair for the Family Connection, I also do community marketing for Care Source. We're a nonprofit health insurance company for families who get Medicaid and Peach Care. A lot of times I don't get a chance to really talk about Care Source when we're on a meeting because I'm so busy. So I'm glad we do have Tamara because many what she does as a life coach, a lot of the services that you all provide for our members, she would be the one who would, I'll get to you. She would be the one who would work with you all to connect our members with that. So I'm glad that she's on so you all can get the opportunity to connect. And I will make sure everybody, if you miss anybody, I will have their contact information and send it out, and the meeting recording will be put on the YouTube channel. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Did you have a question or?
No.
Okay. All right, cool. So now, are there any upcoming events or anything, any announcements that anyone wants to share that you have upcoming? Okay, I see in the back, Miss Aisha Paraham. You come up and tell the people who you are and what you got coming up. Well, you just speak up. I know you project, come from the diaphragm.
Hello, my name is Aisha Paraham. I'm the KPA. Saturday, April 15th. Flyers here, there is a QR code that you can scan in order to sign up.
Okay. Anyone else?
Candy Harrison. I just wanted to announce that we would help the wellness fair and a 2K walk to support children's mental health. It's at First Iconian Baptist Church, and I have a flyer with me, but it's going to be on April the 6th and 7th. So if I could send it to Reggie, and you could possibly send it out, that would be awesome. We are looking for vendors and sponsors as well for that event. So the walk is on April the 6th. Okay, so May 6th, thank you. May 6th, and it's that first icon is from 8 to 11. And then the health and wellness fair is the 7th, May 7th. And it's going to be from 12 to 2. So I'll give the information to people if you want interested in coming out to support our event. The proceeds are going to go to a summer camp where we're going to provide free breakfast and lunch for in the area who may not. I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so very much. Now, I do see Jalen Husband, the chat. I know you just you have a new position. I do see you put your new email address in there. So I'll let you come in and reintroduce yourself to the collaborative and who you're with now. Jalen? Okay, well, I will come back to him and put that. So any other upcoming? So well, I will. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm getting into that. Yeah. So the YMCA, they do have their Healthy Kids Day coming up on April 29th. So there are that will be going on at numerous Ys around the metro area. I know they will be having one here at the Carver YMCA. I know they'll be having it at Decatur, and not sure if they'll be having one up on in North DeKalb, but all over DeKalb County. I'm going to put that link in the chat here for Healthy Kids YMCA. On April 15th, CareSource, in conjunction with the Dream Center Church, which is on Beverly of, you said you're waiting to get in. Let me come back to you. At the Dream Center Church, which is located behind, what is that, South DeKalb Mall. CareSource, we are doing our partnership with Kids Doc on Wheels. So that's a mobile pop-up. I'm sorry, I'm getting, here we go. Okay, so yeah, we have that on April 15th. I can definitely give you all some information, more information about that. Also, another couple things, any of you all, if your families or members that you serve get Medicaid, as of April 1st, the state of Georgia went through redetermination because, you know, during the public health emergency, they were not, well, I don't want to say kicking people off, but they were not, you know, redetermining people's cases, but now they are. So people who have had coverage up until now, they may not have coverage, or they may shift from Medicaid to P4HB or whatever. So definitely make sure that you talk to your people about that and make sure they do that. Another thing, and I know I almost called you Lisa, Linda mentioned with Centene Peach Day formerly being WellCare, May 1st starts one of the several change periods for people around the state. So those people who were WellCare members who didn't have the opportunity to switch back when they was at 21, 20, back when they did that, in May, they have an opportunity. So there's opportunity for those people who want to, and that's for everybody, I believe. So it's not just those members, so they can switch leading into June, which is change period for everyone all over the state. So I'm pretty sure if any of you all work with the plans, the Amerigroup Peach Day CareSource, within the next couple of months, you will start getting a lot more you know, requests and what have you from us. Is there anything else? I saw someone passing something out. Is there anything else upcoming that you want to? Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So yeah, we need to practice my Spanish anyway, so we can get that. Yeah, so get that information out. Beverly Durden from Raven's Nest. Okay, I know you said you were trying to get in. Are you able to speak now? Hello? All righty. So with that being said, if there are no more announcements or no more new people or anything else, I can turn the floor over to Dana and Tony with CGHI, and they can tell us all about the wonderful virtual reality that they are going to share with us.
I'll come up here to talk like demonstrator.
Okay.
And I'll show them.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
And Mr. Reggie, I can hear you very well. Is it possible for them to get as close as possible to you so that I can hear them? I haven't been able to hear any. Yes. I think I'll be able to hear them now. Thank y'all.
Okay.
Sure.
I apologize.
Me and Dana, we're community health workers here in Atlanta, but we touch a little bit everywhere outside of Atlanta as well. Recently, we've been partnering up with UGA and Emory, and they've developed this virtual reality educational tool for us to bring out to the communities and to kind of teach the kids about, you know, vaccines. And so I'll show you guys this demo, but what it does is we'll be in a restaurant setting where somebody sneezes or coughs and they spread the flu, and you can see it. And then you go inside the human body and you see how the flu is replicating, and you start fighting it with with white blood cells and antibodies. So it's really cool, really interactive way. We're gonna have the virtual reality here set today, so we'll be able to demo it, cast it to the screen right here, so you guys can see what's going on. And then, we'll try to walk you through, what we're seeing as well.
Sure. And for those of you online, I'll show you the device here, but I don't know how we can actually project it on that screen. So we'll have a way where we can share some information with Reggie, where you can see a video. But we rolled this out really at one of the largest science fairs in the state of Georgia, Science Atlanta, 2 weeks ago. And we also had the opportunity to go to Indian Creek Middle School when they had their walk to school day. And we went to classrooms and demonstrated. So it's a good way to teach science. It's a STEM project, science, technology, engineering, and actually A for the art, creative part, and math. And so we went into math classrooms, we went into science classrooms, and they loved it. So it's called, it's an Oculus. And like Tony said, we're the first to roll it out. It's still under investigation for expansive. So they also have on here a natural disaster. And one of the community partners that we have, Family Health Center, they're looking to see if we can add HIV component for teaching it too. So this is a good way to learn.
Yep.
So Tony's going to demonstrate. And for those of you online, I'll just talk you through. So this is the Oculus itself, okay? And if you have children, I know you have one of these too. So it's a gaming device setup. It also comes with the hand remotes. And so what we do is once we put it on, we decide which one we want. So if we want to do the vaccine world, we take them into that one by selecting with these devices and have the headset on and you adjust it to your head size. And then once you do that, you have to kind of set a perimeter, which is about 3 to 4 feet around to make sure that you have enough space to operate. Because what you're going to be doing, since it is virtual, is walking through the whole scenario, physically opening doors, picking up things, and getting a vaccine and killing off the bugs and so forth. So we'll demonstrate that physically here for those that are in the room. And like I said, we'll be able to share more information with Reggie to share with those that are online. And then when we're doing it outside, we generally use the headsets as well. But inside it's not so, I mean, you can hear pretty well without the headsets. Okay, he's getting started.
Maybe.
Choosing not to get Cornell influenza, commonly known as the flu, but you haven't shown any symptoms yet. Go inside. You can open the door by touching the door.
Sometimes when you can't reach the doorknob, it's because the perimeter is wide a little bit, so we can adjust for that. Just repeat the boundaries back in the restroom. Oh.
Fortunately, you can begin spreading the flu before you even realize you've caught it. Influenza viruses can remain alive on some surfaces, such as doorknobs, for several hours, infecting anyone who comes in contact with them. When you sneeze or cough, influenza viruses can spread to others through tiny water particles. This is one of the primary ways that the virus is spread. And even though you may get over the flu in a week or less, some people get seriously ill, and some people are at higher risk for serious complications from influenza. Once inside the body, influenza viruses begin to replicate, potentially creating millions of copies of itself.
And now he's trying to kill the viruses with white blood cells.
Before the attack, the body's immune system sends in white blood cells, which help to destroy the virus. Additionally, the body creates antibodies, which are proteins that are created by the body to fight influenza viruses. To help fight off the virus, send in white blood cells with your right controller's trigger and antibodies with your left. Unfortunately, this immune response typically takes up to a week. Will be ill with the flu. Exposed at risk, the immune system will not be able to fight off the viral infection. Children younger than age 5 and adults over age 65 are at higher risk of serious influenza complications, including pneumonia, bronchitis, or sometimes even death. Take a look around the hospital rooms to observe the people you infected earlier in the restaurant. In life, we don't always get do-overs. Today, you have the chance to travel back in time to see what would have happened if you had been vaccinated this fall. To travel back in time to see what would have happened, press the button to open the elevator and then proceed to the doctor's office on the first floor.
I'm going to administer your flu vaccine. Would you please raise your arm up for me?
Remember how the immune system took a while to create the antibodies and white blood cells that it needed to fight off the influenza viruses and protect the person? With the influenza vaccine, the body will be prepared. This is because the vaccine contains dead virus cells that trigger the body's immune response in a similar way to the actual flu. Your body ends up with the antibodies and memory cells ready to fight the virus when it arrives. You know what to do. Send in the antibodies and white blood cells. You may be wondering why the CDC recommends that you get an influenza vaccine every year if your body has already created the antibodies and memory cells that it needs to fight the flu. This is because the influenza virus comes in many strains and mutations. The CDC creates a new influenza vaccine for the most common strains of influenza that appear in each flu season. You are now back to the first scene at the restaurant, but this time you have received the vaccine. It says, well, it expect to see others. It's at risk.
That's it. Oh,
Yeah, please. Burns to yourself. Yes, we do not want. Yes.
Of course, every individual unique and different. So like I said, they're gonna add an asthma component to the virtual reality.
Yeah, they already have the asthma part ready, like asthma virtual reality. And yeah, we're, trying to gather more information from the community. What are other, ideas that we can share back to them after we're done with this project that they can, take and maybe create some more virtual reality educational pieces.
And let us know if you want us to come out. If we have a space on the calendar, we will. We know your date's booked, because we're gonna be here. And we have COVID test kits out there for free, masks, name it, help yourself.
So question, okay, so now where would we go to access this? How would we be able to use this
Well,
to?
right now, the Center for Global Health
Mhm.
Innovation, we're the only ones that have it.
Mhm.
Emory and UGA, they're testing it through our
Oh.
organization.
Mhm.
So just reach out to Tony and myself, or reach out to Reggie, and he can reach us too.
Yeah.
And we're happy to come.
Okay, so you bring this out and
Yeah.
to, okay, roughly, okay.
But we have access to 3-4.
Oh, wow, okay.
We do 5.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome.
Everybody's interested in demoing?
Okay, that is so magnificent. Are there any questions? Anybody else have any questions or any questions in the chat? Okay, so.
Okay, so Mr. Reggie, she said if we're interested, we reach out to you and then you can give us the information.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is, like I said, once I get back, I'm going to send out the contact list. So both Dana and Tony's contact information will be on that. And then y'all can reach out to them, call them, email them, go on the website or anything like that. The people who are here, there's, they have, well, yeah, hey, she said that I didn't, but we can get all that information to y'all. And again, like I said, I apologize for, for some of the craziness earlier and everything, but I think I got everything figured out now. I will say this, as I said before, UEI is giving us an intern. So going forward, all this, all over the place, we're gonna have somebody to get us, or by us, I mean me, on one page, so we don't have a lot of craziness. But I will give an opportunity to some people before that didn't. There were some people waiting in the lobby, and I forgot to switch. Anyway, bottom line is I'm going to let them come on. I see Kathy. We have an event upcoming next month, so I promise I will give her an opportunity to come on. So please come on and tell people who you are, what you have upcoming.
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm driving into work. But yes, my name is Kathy Rogers Edmonds, and I'm actually working with a friend of mine with Sweet Treat Productions, and we are hosting a Mother's Day event on Mother's Day. It is a big hat Mother's Day tea and dessert, along with a burlesque show. But we're also incorporating a health component into the show, and we are reaching out to health advocates and vendors that specifically cater to women, because it is Mother's Day and we don't always take care of ourselves the way that we should. So we're looking for health officials and people to come out and give out information that is specifically for women. I have a therapist coming out whose focus is on POC women and the issues specifically to us. And so I'm working on some other people, but I'm actually just looking for other people to come out and help share information about health issues that are relevant to us.
All right, awesome sauce. Thank you so much. And make sure I get that flyer out to everybody, as well as your contact information. I see another one of our board members who I left hanging in the waiting room for far too long, and I apologize to you for that. Ms. Teresa Wright Johnson, I see your hand is raised. Can you please come on and tell us what you have going on?
Thank you, Reggie. It's okay. I know we're all juggling multiple things. I'm on another call as well. I just wanted to say that we have some events coming up. I'm Teresa Wright Johnson. I'm the founder of Zaria Song, as well as an organization called Mom Biz Boss. At Zaria Song, we focus on parents that have children with very special needs. Our goals are supporting those parents via support and training. And we have some events coming up for Children's Mental Health Day. And I'll definitely get that information to Reggie on the 2nd and 3rd of May. We've partnered with Parent to Parent of Georgia, which is the parent training center for Georgia for parents that have any children 0 to 26 years old with any developmental disability or any health challenge. I also know that we're having our Mother's Day event, and we focus on, for Mother's Day, mothers that have lost their children or lost their mothers, and we're partnering with a mirror group for that. So I'll definitely get that information to you. And last but not least, I will definitely be doing all sorts of things for Mother's Day because I'm the Mother of the Year of Georgia, the 77th Mother of the Year of Georgia. So I am very excited to always talk about health. I'm a maternal mental health specialist and a maternal mental health peer specialist and a parent educator. So I'm really concerned about the health of our children and families. Last but not least, please look into Live Healthy DeKalb. I'll put that all in the chat because I also am the co-chairperson for Live Healthy DeKalb, and I'm a board member here with Reggie. So thank you so much, Reggie, for the opportunity.
Awesome sauce. No, thank you for coming on and dropping that knowledge on us. I definitely do appreciate that. So we literally have like a whole bunch more time left in the meeting. So is there anybody else has any, you want to say any upcoming?
Yes. Hey, Reg, how are you?
Yeah, you left us and went to South Carolina, but you came back. So I will give you the opportunity to introduce yourself. And I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that, but yeah, this is my the cohort who helps me with a lot of this. So introduce yourself.
Yes, good morning. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Savannah from Terp Life. I am the sign language interpreter. My bestie who runs the meeting, I am the co-person who runs the meeting with him. I currently did move and live in South Carolina now, but still trying my best to be on the meetings as much as I can. We do have May 6th for us. We have our ice cream social day. So make sure you all can pull up at Double Scoop in Stone Mountain, so that and all the proceeds will go. I'm sorry.
Stonecrest.
Stonecrest, excuse me. And all the proceeds will go back to us for different things that we need to do in the community. Also, the weekend after that, which is May 13th, we will be hosting a Deaf Day. You all know that I represent the deaf community, so we'll be having a Deaf Day at the same establishment, Double Scoop at Stonecrest, and that will be May 13th on Saturday. So both of those days are Saturdays, and we hope to see you all. The proceeds for the Deaf Day goes back to Georgia Hands and Voices for their children's program for their deaf children. So hopefully you all can come out and be in support of that on both of those weekends, have some ice cream, hang out with us, and, just fellowship with everybody and everything. So those are the two events that we have going on, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to get off me.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yes, because our fundraiser with Double Scoop, that is on May 6th, which will be before the next meeting. So glad you did mention that. I will be putting that out there. So it's one of many, kind of things that we have coming up for the collaborative. As you said, we're putting, raising money for the different things that we have. I see your hand, Mildred. Also, this Thursday at 11 o'clock, we have our SIPSI meeting. That's Communities Partnering to Support Youth, which is a grant that that we have, DICF. We work with Towers and Columbia High School to help them improve their graduation numbers, because those are the two lowest performing schools in the county. So we have to help them increase their graduation numbers. So we have that strategy meeting every month to talk about different ways that we can support those schools and the feeder schools, because there's like 14 schools, the elementaries, middle and high, plus the alternative school and the DeKalb School of the Arts over there. So we have that so that meeting, I will send that information out. Okay, Mildred, I just saw your hand. Mildred Pierre from Northside Cancer Institute. Come on and tell us what you have going on.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mildred Pierre. I'm a community health advocate at Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. May 8th, we're in Conyers. This is going to be in Conyers. May 8th, we have our mobile mammogram bus that's going to be in Conyers. If you know anyone that may benefit from a mammogram, they can receive a free mammogram based on income and household size. My email is in the chat, or you can reach out to Reggie to obtain my information. I have a flyer. We have different dates where we're providing where the bus will be in the Conyers area. I know it might be a drive from the DeKalb area, but this is a great benefit if you know a patient, I don't want to say women, men get breast cancer too, but if you know patients that might benefit from this, please share the flyer with them. Thank you for your time.
Hey, look, if y'all come to Stonecrest May 6th to get the ice cream, that's literally like one exit up to get to Conyers, so not that far. Definitely thank you for that. Miss Olga Pittman from DBHDD. I see you, your hand is raised. I know I just got several emails from y'all, so I know you have some stuff upcoming, so let us know what you have. Ms. Olga? Oh, no, I think you're still muted. Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. There you go. Hey, Ms. Olga.
Good afternoon. My name is Olga Pittman. I'm the Child and Adolescent Program Specialist with DBHDD Region 3 Field Office. I just want to make people aware that we have a regional coalition, CNA Child and Adolescent Coalition meeting scheduled for April the 27th from 10 to 11:30, and it will be via Zoom. We sent out a save the date. Reggie, I will resend it, and we will have the link on it this time. So if you would blast it out, and all are welcome. We will give updates from our state office concerning the children and adolescent population and the new initiatives that's coming forth. As you all know, we got a new commissioner, Commissioner Kevin Tanner. So we will be talking about some initiatives that's coming forth. And thank you for the opportunity, Reggie.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
Excuse me,
awesome.
is that, I'm sorry. What date is that going to be again? Ms.
April the 27th, that's on a Thursday.
Uh-huh.
From 10 to 11:30, and it will be via Zoom.
Via Zoom. And Reg, you'll get that out to us, won't you?
I surely will.
Okay, thanks a million. That's it.
Thank you.
While it's on my mind, Andy, you were telling me something about your summer camp. Would you, yes, ma'am, mention that as well?
And also I am sponsor to can kind of with any donation because it's our second one. And we are planning to collect 800 students. 100 is elementary for 1 day, and another 100 will be middle school, and another 100 will be high school. So any support we are welcome to come. It will be in June 14, 15, and 16. More details on the website. And also for any proposals, what we needed, especially we need for lunch or like food. In order, we want to give a little souvenirs to them, so any kind of we are doing in Limbo, but I want it to be in County because we are the price they give is the church are from the Mission Catholic Church, so they give the space for us. We will have the team for them. So thank you so much.
Okay, awesome sauce. I see Teresa, you have something else to say?
Yes, I just wanted to remind everybody that if you don't know, it's Maternal Mental Health Week right now. Next week coming up, actually, and there are a lot of free programs and events. I also sit on a committee for the March Dimes of Georgia and work with Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies of Georgia. So I definitely will send that information because we do free classes for maternal mental health. I'm the maternal mental health instructor for Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies. So I wanted to just say that because we're moving into Mother's Day, but also that's health and mental health, which next month that'll be Mental Health Awareness Month.
Awesome sauce. Thank you much. Okay, Diamond. Okay, yeah, I saw you, Mr. Brown. Diamond Hairston. Oh, and I definitely want to thank you for coming out and representing us at Georgia State. They did a Women's History Month event on the 31st. Diamond came out and now rep for us. So from the Diamond Snap organization, come and let people know who you are, what you do.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, very good. Yes, it was a great experience. We went and we spoke at GSU. We had brought one of our community partners out. For those who I haven't spoken to, I am the founder of the Diamond Stamp organization, and we're a social impact nonprofit. I am a perinatal patient navigator and a community health worker. So we just try to provide the community with education on resources in a way that they'll be able to digest in bite-sized nuggets. When we spoke at GSU for Women's Health, it was a really fruitful discussion about how, as the caregiver or a family member, they're able to provide support in the maternal health space. I'm also a trained doula, and we will be having an event on May 26th next month with one of our community partners. So You Think You Can Doula. It will be a wild birth postpartum care event. Mhm. Yes, yes. So I'll make sure to get that flyer to you, Reggie, when it comes out. I also wanted to extend everyone the opportunity to list their services. We have a website functionality that will allow you all to optimize your services for the community. And the community, in exchange, they can set up a profile to where they can reach out to you on a regular basis based off of the services you have listed. So this is a free service. We're just trying to help bridge those gaps because there's people looking for some of the services you offer. They just don't know how to access them. So if anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to me or reach out to Reggie. Thank you guys for your time.
All right, awesome sauce. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did I miss anybody? Chiquita, represent ATL. I know y'all have, no, I did miss you. Milton, you raised your hand. I'm sorry. My brother. Yes, what's going on?
At the home office. So listening to talk about performance schools in the most times the low performance may be connected to mental health challenges as well as physical health challenges. They may not have their vaccines updated. They may not have been diagnosed with social or mental health disorders. I will volunteer East Chester to come out to those schools in our mobile office to work with the schools directly and the students and their families. So if you want to get in touch with me and let me know whoever's ahead of that initiative or who cares source, it doesn't matter to me. Just as long as we make ourselves available to be there for those students so that we can try to help give them at least an even platform so that they can compete against the other kids who do have, the physical health and the mental health services being taken care of. So if you let me know, I will schedule, a meeting or whatever it is, and I'll bring unit out so that we can serve those communities.
Absolutely. Well, since you mentioned it, I do see that DeQuanda Sanders, the executive director for DeKalb DICF, who's over this, is on. And I mentioned the SIPC meeting. So DeQuanda, could you come on and talk a little bit more about that, about the meeting? And it's this Thursday, right? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is correct. What our focus is with this particular initiative is to identify collaborative partners who could align themselves with the other partners to assist with students who are having difficulties, students and their families who are having difficulties with high school completion. And so with the SIPC cohort, you're aligning yourself with persons like yourself who can actually come into some of these organizations, facilities, schools, and so forth to help the families get on track for high school completion. We identified 2 schools within our area, which is Towers and Columbia High School. And those particular schools are not measuring well when it comes down to high school completion. We also are working with their feeder schools because what we do know is many of our region and our schools, students are not reading on 3rd grade reading level. So it starts in the earlier years to get them prepared for high school and middle school to stay on that trajectory for high school completion. And so our meeting is on Thursday at 11 o'clock, from 11 to 12:30. And we would definitely love to have you all in attendance. It is virtual, and bring your knowledge, your education, your resources to the table so that we can assist Region 6 with all the needs that their families, along with the students, could actually take advantage of to get to that next level of high school completion. And as Reggie mentioned, I am the executive director for DeKalb Initiative for Children and Families. We are definitely here to assist and be a convener for your organizations to leverage resources for the community of DeKalb.
So get that out. Anybody who wants to come and be a part of that, definitely come on. We can use everybody's, expertise, whatever it is that you think we, come up with events and other, initiatives that help the children, the families, the community. We're working with Dr. Stephanie May from, and the name of her organization escapes me right now, but it is right there by Columbia. Mr. Mustafa Frame, who's the communities and schools liaison. I'm not sure what the exact position is, but we work closely with him with their organization. Right now, they're doing they did the blazers for the young men, get the clothing, interview type clothing, professional type clothing. Now he's doing something for the young ladies. They do the mobile food once a month and what have you. So as I said, the Quanda, what happens is all of you all send your information to me. I send it to her, she sends it out. So definitely make sure that y'all get on her email list, because what happens is if y'all are on both, I wind up sending it out. Y'all, I don't like to clog everybody's emails. So with that being said, we have 7, if my math, 3 and this 10, right? Yeah, 7 more minutes. So if anybody has any thing you want to say, anything else, I'm opening it up to you right now. If not, then I will go ahead and end this, get back, process the recording, get it on YouTube, and get everybody's contact information out to everyone else. So that's it. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank y'all much. See y'all next month.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reginald. Great meeting.
Thank you.
Ms.